What is up, guys? We've got new Morimoto 4Bangers here in the shop. We're gonna go through the entire process of installing them, not only from the brackets, but then we're gonna go over installing them on a 2018 Subaru Crosstrek as well. So let's jump right in. So hopping right into what you're gonna get when you order a set of these 4Bangers. Morimoto has been awesome in terms of not only laying out exactly what you'll need for the fog light brackets, but also with everything that comes in the box. There's a bunch of different variations for these new fog light and also spotlight kits. So the moment that you get this, you'll open the box up, and you'll see this insane display that they already have set up. Really nice packaging. Flip this little tab up here, and you've got what you've been waiting for. These do come in both a white and a yellow option, depending on the application that you're looking to get. Personally, I'm gonna be going with a white setup, as I already have two pairs of the 2-strokes in my headlights as well, and these will match up perfectly with both my low and my high beam application setting. But if you're looking to add on maybe either your spot feature, maybe have some coming off the hood, or even on a roof rack or something like that, you've got a bunch of options to really switch it up and get a super bright light output in both yellow and white. So now that we've gone over everything that you're gonna get with your kit, depending on which setup that you actually decided to go with, it's gonna come with a couple different things. You've obviously got the 4Banger pod itself. This specific one is the NXB Wide White. This is what I would recommend for your fog light application, as it's gonna give you a very nice wide spread over the entire road in the fog light application. But if you're maybe doing a little bit of overlanding, maybe you've got a roof rack or something like that, Morimoto was awesome and gave you a bunch of different options for the application type to pick up. There is a wide, which gives you the most widespread application that you can get. There's the spot option, which is pretty much direct forward. It's going to be the best spotlight option you can do. And then there's a combo option, which kind of combines both of the two for the spot and the wide. Morimoto has been awesome in giving us a perfect diagram to give you the idea of what you're actually going to be going for, so you can kind of pick and choose which pair is going to be the best before you actually pick them up. For the fog light application, you'll get a fog light bracket kit. This is the Type S kit for all of the 15 plus WX generations and the 12 and up Crosstrek generations as well. And if I'm not wrong, I believe you got a BRZ application in there as well. Let's dive into actually what you get in the Type S fog light kit for your Subaru, and then kind of go through the exact process in terms of installation and putting everything together. So we've already got one completely set up right here for you to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like when it's all complete. But let's walk through so you know exactly what you're doing when you're getting your kit here. To start it off, you've got two plastic bracket option pieces here. This is going to be the outer housing option that you can see right here, and that will fill the actual circular space of your fog light bezel. Next, you're going to have this back bracket here, and what this is going to do is it's basically going to connect this front housing together for your 4Banger pod to sit in. Now that you've got everything laid out with the brackets, it's going to come with a bunch of different hardware to get everything put together. So let's kind of go through what you're going to need, not only the tools but the hardware as well, and then we will talk about kind of how it goes through. So in that Type S kit for your fog light mount, you're gonna get 4 screws for the actual outer bezel, 2 screws for the actual 4-banger pod, and then you're gonna have this larger screw with a spring and a little locking tab that's gonna go into this bracket right here. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab yourself a T10 Torx bit, and that's gonna be for these 2 screws on the top here. Morimoto sends you these 2 extended screws, and that is for this little bracket. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pop these 2 guys off right here. So right off the bat, once you get those 2 screws out, you'll see that the ones that Morimoto sends you in this kit are actually a little bit longer. This guy is going to give you 1 extra kind of connection point when it comes to these Type S kits. Set this one right in here. This is going to be that 3rd mounting point that I was talking about. You've got this little plastic locking piece, a spring, and then this longer bolt right here. So on this Type S bracket, you'll actually see that we've got 2 pivot point mounts on the either side. You'll see that this mounts into the 2 side holes on the 4-banger pod, and then up top we've got this bracket that we just put on here. You put the longer screw through and it mounts to the top hole of the back bracket. So we'll just kind of go through and get everything installed here. So now that you've got that bracket on, let's get the back bracket all mounted up for your 4-banger pods here. The first thing you're going to do now that you have that bracket installed, you're going to take this little locking plastic piece, and this guy is going to fit right into the back side of this bracket. All you got to do is get it in there, lock it in place. Now we can take the larger bracket that you have for the back of the 4-banger pod and actually get this guy on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the wire, just snake it right through. And when you're doing this, making sure that you have the 3rd mounting point hole on the top of the fog light pod. This way everything's all aligned once you get it locked in there. We got to this point, we're gonna go right into here and it'll fit right in there. All you have to do is push on either side to get these pivot point actually locked in. The last step for this this back bracket here is going to be this spring and this larger bolt that we have here. So we're going to take this spring, and this guy's going to actually sit right on top of the plastic piece that we put in earlier. All you got to do is basically squeeze it right in there, and it'll sit just kind of like that. Last thing is just getting this little larger bolt, set it in here, kind of start threading it through by hand. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to take a 5/32 hex bit and tighten this guy down. And this will really kind of set it into the position, so it's not aiming down straight down towards the road, but it's also not sitting, sky high and blinding everybody. So lock this down, and you'll see that spring is starting to tense up and kind of pull the entire actual pod in line with the bracket here. Now you've got the back bracket on and everything is secure. The last piece before actually throwing them in the car is going to be the front housing bezel. This one's super simple. You've got 4 screw holes on the back. Comes with these 4 little screws, and on the back bracket you've actually got 4 screws that line up perfectly with these ones as well. And you'll just line up the 4 mounting points on the top and the bottom of each bracket. And once you've got all that taken care of, install the 4 screws that come with the kit as well, and this is all put together. I've got gloves on now. When you're actually going to install your new 4-banger fog lights on your Subaru, we've already gone through getting them all set up with the brackets to actually go on to the OEM fog light bezel. Next thing we're gonna do is actually jump in and just get access to the fog lights. So what you've got on this specific model, most Subaru bumpers are pretty uniform in terms of how they're attached to the car. On this specific model, you can actually do it without even having to worry about taking the bumper off. If you're lowered, might be a different story. First thing you're gonna do is you gotta have 2 clips on the inside of the fender liner behind the front bumper here, and then you've got 2 clips on the underside as well. All you're gonna do is basically get a flathead and a pry tool, pop all of these guys out, and you'll actually gain access to kind of pop this out of place, reach your hand in there, and have the access. So we'll go through kind of getting everything taken out right now. Now that you've got this access, all you've got is a 10mm bolt on the bottom and a Phillips head plastic tab on the top. In terms of removing those, you get a ratchet with a 10mm socket and a Phillips head screwdriver. Pop the plastic tab and the bolt out and you can remove that right out. We got the stock fog light out. Don't need that no more. Now we're gonna take the 4Banger, repeat the process of installation to get this guy all popped in there. Before we do, we're gonna grab some dielectric grease and just put it in this plug right here. Get that all in there. This will just kind of keep everything nice and waterproof on the inside. I'm just gonna get that clip all set in place. There we go. So now that you've got this plugged in, last step to get this installed is just kind of repeating the uninstallation process. Cool, so you've got everything wired up, lubed up, and plugged in. In terms of reinstallation, this housing is a little bit bigger than the actual OEM fog light. So all you have to do is once you get these two plastic tabs seated in on the outer side of the bumper, you just have to come from the front with your hand and you have to push out on the inner piece right here, and then it fits right in and slides right in there. And as soon as you got that, everything sits into place, and all you have to do is put that 10mm bolt down the bottom and the plastic tab on the top, and you're all set to go. So let's go test these out really quick. So we just finished up the installation of these Morimoto 4Bangers. Morimoto did a great job of making sure that all the LEDs were the exact same hue, keeping that nice, fine, white LED color that I was really looking for. So, I need those actually. Maybe you're like, hey, those 4Bangers look awesome. Maybe you're thinking they would look awesome as an addition to your overlanding build or just a general fog light upgrade. Well, guess what? We got a giveaway going on. We are so close to 100K on Instagram. I think we're at 99,000 followers on Instagram right now. The moment we hit that 100,000 follower mark, we've got 2 pairs of these lovely 4Bangers going away to some of you guys. So for all of you guys that are thinking, maybe I've been slacking on the fog light game, we got you at 100K.
What's up guys, Jordan from Circuit Demon here. We are almost at 100K on Instagram. Once we hit 100K, we're actually doing a giveaway. We're giving away 2 of Morimoto's brand new 4Banger LED fog lights. Here's how to enter. All you gotta do is tag 2 friends below, make sure that you're following us, and that enters you into the giveaway of these 2 4Bangers here. Once we do hit 100K, we will be picking out 2 of you lucky winners to win the 4Banger fog lights. We will reach out to you, let you know you won, and get these shipped out to you.
We also have merch that just dropped, and it's sweet. We got this t-shirt, we got a blue rose t-shirt, we've got a long sleeve that's like this one but different. We've got this sweet beanie which is really warm on these cold days. The car didn't look this good. It was super salty, it's super snowy outside. We got 2 hoodies. In fact, bam! Look at that, look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for watching this installation video. I hope it helps you when you do win a pair of these fog lights maybe. And we'll see you guys next time.